Hello, everyone, and welcome to this practice today for toning the vagus nerve and helping to manage our stress in these menopausal years, which is not such an easy thing to do because we are facing a lot of big changes at this time of life in our bodies and our physiology, but also on the outer, right? It's often a time where our kids are leaving home, our work situations are changing. We might be experiencing the loss of our parents. There's so many changes that go on during this phase of life. And it's really important to keep our what's called our vagus nerve toned. So the vagus nerve, tone of the vagus nerve allows us to move from a stressful situation, regulated state in our nervous system. So we're all going to experience stress, right? What's important is how we get back to that parasympathetic state, which is rest and restore. Vagal tone in the body helps us to come back to that place of where we can rest and restore after the stress. Okay, so what we're going to start with today is called the bee breath. This is a yogic breath that is wonderful for bringing ourselves back into a more regulated state. So we're going to close our eyes here and find a comfortable seat. So you can also be in a chair if you can't sit cross-legged, that's totally fine. I'm sitting on a blanket for support. And we're just going to inhale, take a nice slow breath in through the nose and exhale gently through the mouth for 1 or 2 breaths. Inhale and relax your shoulders as you exhale. Okay, so then on the next breath, we're going to make a humming sound like a bee. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to hum. And inhale, we'll do one more. You can actually feel the vibration in your throat, right around where that vagus nerve is, comes through. It's toning the nerve. Then we're going to open our eyes. And the next thing we're going to do is take the hands onto the shoulders. This is called the bird wing. Okay, so we got the bees and the birds. And we're going to go for the opening as we inhale, opening of the chest. The elbows go back, chest opens, head tilts back. And on the exhale, we're going to pull our wings forward, elbows back, and then inhale, opening your bird wings, look up towards the ceiling, and exhale, round the back and pull in. Inhaling and exhale. There's many movements like this that we can do to tone the vagus nerve. This is just one that I find really, really helpful, and it feels good, and it works the shoulders open. And exhale, and we'll inhale one more here and exhale. Great. We're going to move to our next move here, taking the blanket out if you were using it. We're going to come into a cat-cow, coming onto all fours here. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Knees are about hip distance apart. And then we'll do the inhale where we open, looking up, and exhale, pull the navel in and press into the arms as the chin comes in. So it's very similar to bird wings. But now we're bringing in the cat and the cow. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, rounding. I don't know about you guys, but I get a lot of joint pain, especially in my lower back. And this really helps with opening up the SI. Inhaling, exhale. Good. Last one here. Inhaling and exhaling. Great. Now, next one, sit back either on your heels or you can tuck your toes under. And I'm going to just turn forward so that you can see this move a little bit better. So now we'll take the hands here onto the chest. And you're just going to pull the skin down a little bit here on the sternum. And then we'll let the head tip back. Take a breath, and then you can bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Take a breath or two. You can feel here how you're pulling the fascia around the vagus nerve, and then we'll come back up and tip to the other side. So lifting your left ear, and then coming back to center. Great. Release the hands, untuck your toes, and come up to standing position here. So we're going to stand up. And we're going to do, if those of you familiar with yoga, we are going to do just a half sun salutation here. Maybe you didn't know it. I didn't know it for a long time, but this is one of the best ways to create more vagal tone. Okay, so we'll stand with the feet together or slightly apart to see what feels best for you. Inhale, stretch the arms up over the head. And then exhale, just bring your arms down. So this is just the first part of this move. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, bring your arms right down. Okay, now we're going to go over. So inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, fold forward, bending at your hip creases right here. Hands to the ankles or to the floor. And then slide your hands up on the inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Release the back of your head. Inhale, leading with your chest, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale the arms down by your sides here. Great. And then we'll take that very next breath and inhale, sweep the arms up. We'll do two more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift, shoulders roll back. And exhale, fold in, deep bow. And then inhale again, leading with your sternum, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, the arms come right down by your side. Last one here. Plug your feet in and inhale, reach the arms long and up. Exhale, take that big swan dive into forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, shoulders back. Exhale, fold in. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, the arms come down. We're going to come back down to seated position here, sitting back on the heels. And let's just rest the hands here on the thighs. We'll finish with a couple more B breaths. So inhaling. Take a nice easy breath in, a nice soft releasing breath out. And then let's let our eyes open again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If any of you feel like you need more support during this menopausal time, I do mentoring for women in midlife through the whole transition, because you know what? We can't do this alone. I tried for a little while and I ended up needing a mentor myself. So please reach out to me, leave a message here. You can go to my website as well and schedule a free call with me. Midlife clarity session, menopausal clarity session. It's super helpful. Thanks, everyone.